on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. From midfield, here's Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, now Carr. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller from 21 yards away.
And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll give to Spiller. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Darren Waller's one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Cottrell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Nathan Cottrell, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
To the air again, Herbert. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
This is swung out to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 8 coming up.
Herbert now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And it's complete to Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to work.
There he goes, left side. 30. 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
75 yards.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Come on, little man.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Nathan Cottrell.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Herbert throwing again. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 51 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. Inside the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cottrell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run the counter. Cottrell knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
White will score. Touchdown, Raiders. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 1st down, Cottrell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Matthias Farley.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bitch bag, I'm gon' give her some. I try to collect lines from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' Toon, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them skating underneath the bridge. Stay hustling as it is, make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge, wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go